Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well and who taught us His truth in all righteousness, truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. And I have here an article by Fox News, all right? And I seen somebody post it, you know, through social networking. So I kind of just wanted to look it up, to see if it was, legit, just to do my own research, be diligent, And so I came across this right here, man. So I just want to get into this article, and I got, a visual, that I came across too, on the network. So it says China U.S. race to unleash killer AI robot soldiers as military power hangs in the balance of experts. All right, and so this is like one of the main reasons for one call Layim La Yahbashim Shai. This is one of the main reasons right here, man, why the Lord has to give His men, in that day of trouble, in Jacob's trouble, man, these spiritual authority, man, because we're gonna need that spiritual authority, man, because there's no way. In this flesh, man, we'll be able to go against, these AI, these super soldiers and these AI robots, man, and so with the power, through the power of Yahweh Shai Shai, man, Yahweh Razah, man, if we're those men, He's gonna give us, that spiritual authority, to be able to, tread, our enemies, man, tread the serpents and the scorpions, man. All right. So it says here, China and U.S. are locked in a race to develop a new weapons controlled by artificial intelligence, a battle that could determine the world's balance of power. It says the race with China is to build autonomous weapon systems is the defining defense challenge of the next 100 years. Christopher Alexander, Chief Analytics Officer at the Pioneer Development Group, told Fox News. It says, let's see if there's any more. It says, the comments come as Reuters report last month detailed the ongoing struggle between U.S. and its allies in China over the development of AI weapons, a competition that has only become increasingly heated as the world observes the successful use of technologies to resist the invasion of seemingly superior Russian force for over a year. All right, and we're right now, man. That's what they're doing, man. We're in that time of the fourth is it revolution, the fourth industrial revolution, all right, where they're merging man, with machine, all right, and so, the U.S. and China, man, they're in competition, trying to bring forth, these man, merge with machine, the fourth, what I just say, the fourth revolution, industrial revolution, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Or the fourth industrial revolution, basically. All right. It says the report was replied on research from the Special Competition Studies Project. Note that China has aggressively pursued advancement in its AI arms, something that could cause a shift in the balance of power globally. It says, and a direct threat to the peace and stability that the United States has underwritten for nearly 80 years in the Indo-Pacific. All right. So, to the U.S., this is, a threat, to them. It's a threat, because, whoever gets their hands on the AI first is going to have that advantage, man. It says, but like nuclear arms race before it, the AI arms race comes with constant dangers. The report warns of killer robots. You see? Killer robots, man. That's what they're coming down to. Killer robots, man. Merging, human with man, or human with AI. You know, it says AI weapons such as subs, warships, fighter jets, drones, and combat vehicles can operate autonomously. So let's look up autonomous. Let's look up that word autonomously. Autonomously. It means with freedom to act independently. Ooh. You see? So these things can operate, independently, without any type of, human interaction. They got a mind of their own. So if they choose, to do whatever they do, they choose to, shoot their gun or shoot rockets, then that's what they're gonna do. They have the ability, to operate, because you got to understand this is artificial intelligence, man. So artificial intelligence, they gain data by just, by this, seeing other people do things, man. They gain data just by observing. It says while such technology has a potential to be a force multiplayer on the battlefield, it says its ability to make decisions independent of human input also poses a serious risk. You see, to make decisions independent of human input. You see, so they can make decisions on their own. That's what makes these AI robots, so dangerous, man. Because they're able to do things on their own, man. Like I said, without human, input, man. So that's this, this is why the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to give, his elect men, these spiritual powers, man. We're going to need these spiritual powers, man, because without these spiritual powers, there's no way, we're able to defeat, these artificial, intelligent robots, man. There's no way, because these machines are a lot stronger than the human flesh. It says, what is artificial intelligence AI? It says, one such system being developed in Australian Navy as partnership with the U.S. called Ghost Shark is a unmanned AI powered submarine the size of a school bus. That's crazy. It's unmanned, so meaning nobody is controlling it. All right. It says AI powered submarine the size of a school bus that can patrol oceans and survive maneuvers that would be impossible for conventional military vehicles, man. So this thing is basically, is going to be out in the oceans, unmanned, going around, patrolling these oceans, man, with the ability to, have independent thought, for itself, to determine, whether, something is a danger, whether something's not a danger, whether to shoot rockets, whether not to shoot rockets, man. You see? So we're coming to some real dangerous times right now. It says the United States is currently in yet another arms race, except this time it is against China instead of the Soviet Union. It says Zevin Havens, the policy director of the Bull Moose Project, told Fox News digital military technology powered by artificial intelligence is going to forever change warfare. It says Havens argued that the stakes could be higher, saying that allowing China to be the leader in the development of such technology would lead to a more dangerous world as the U.S. dangerous world for the U.S. and its allies. All right, because right now, man, we're not in good standings with China right now, man. So they're indeed right, man. It's gonna we're already in deep waters already. As far as with China, with Russia, with all these other countries, man, and so China, if they get this technology developed, it could pose a even greater threat, to the U.S. And the U.S. allies, man. All right, which at the end of the day, we all know, these prophecies that we know what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, so we know this place is going to get nuked at the end of the day. We know that it's prophecy. We know, it's all over. It's in the book of Isaiah. Revelations. Multiple books that talk about, the end, of Babylon the Great. It says the current state of the world, paired with a potential military conflict in Taiwan, further proves that the U.S. is being anything but the leader of its technology. Technology will make America and our allies less safe, Haven said. So, yeah, man, that's basically, just kind of, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but, it just basically just tells where we're at right now, man. We're in a time, where, what is called the fourth industrial revolution, all right, which is, merging, man with AI, with robot, man. That's the times that we're in, man. So we're in a time where, these soldiers, man, they're gonna have, strength and power, beyond human flesh. All right. So I actually got a video right here that I came across. So let me go to that, and then we'll get into some scriptures, man. Get into how the Lord is going to give his men, spiritual powers. So here's a video I got here. It says China's super soldiers. All right. So I'm going to play it and you guys can check it out.
This is the U.S. Army's concept of the soldier of the future. This video makes it look like it's just a better equipped soldier. But notice the words neural engineering. That can mean a brain implant that connects a human to computers. The defense agency DARPA has been working on an advanced implant that would essentially put the human brain online. There could also be eye and ear implants, and more circuitry under the skin to make the ultimate fighting machine. Americans are going to have to decide whether this is ethical, because some in our military clearly want it. The super soldiers of the future could simply have enhanced abilities, or they could be part man and part machine, what are known as cyborgs. China is already developing biologically enhanced super soldiers, using what former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe called unethical medical experiments.
This is a big effort on the part of the Chinese government, and it is really horrifying.
China expert Gordon Chang says it's part of a Chinese government plan to create a master race through genetic editing.
They're trying to create a race which is far more intelligent than the rest of humanity. And with super soldiers, they'll be stronger, less susceptible to pain, just better soldiers. This is eugenics. This is creepy. There are no...
You see, man? So, we're in a time, man, where the Lord is going to have to give us these spiritual powers, man. Because, they're creating these soldiers, like he said, to be more tolerant to pain. They're going to be more intelligent. They're going to be, have, more strength, than the average, fleshly body, man. So that's why, man, the Lord, is going to give his men, these spiritual powers, man. Yahweh, that, we're part of that number. I'm part of that number, man, because we're going to need it, in that day, in the day of Jacob's trouble, we're going to need it most definitely, man. All right. So let's go to the book of Isaiah, Old Testament, Isaiah 59:19. It says, we'll start at 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right. So the Lord is going to, lift up that standard, man, for his men. All right. In that time. All right. The Lord is going to give his men, and lifting up that standard, it's like, giving us, that authority. The Lord is gonna give us that spiritual authority. Give us that spiritual power, to be able to, tread, upon the serpents and the scorpions, man, upon our enemies. It says, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and to them that turn from transgression in Jacob, said the Lord. All right. So you get into this word, standard, it gets into like royal authority. All right. And so, you get into that word royal. That word royal goes into, a likeness of a king. All right. And, to lift up that standard, the likeness of a king, we're going to be, like Yahweh Shai. We're going to be many versions of Yahweh Shai, having that authority and having that power, over our enemies, man. All right. So that's what we're looking forward to, in these times, man. Definitely in these times, man. We're definitely, looking forward to that. So let's go to Luke 10. We're going to go to Luke 10. And we'll go to 19. It says, behold, I will give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. You see? So that's why we need these spiritual powers, man, because the Lord told us here, man, nothing by any means will hurt us, man. All right? So that's the reason why we need these spiritual powers, man. We need these powers, man, in order to protect ourselves in these last days, man, through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It says, notwithstanding, rejoice not that the spirit are subject unto you. You see, the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. You see, and that goes into the book of life. All right, that goes into the elect. Because only the elect's names, are going to be written in heaven. Which is that book of life. All right. So, let's get this last scripture I wanted to get into, Jeremiah 51. Let's get into Jeremiah 51, and I'll end it off with this. We'll go to Jeremiah 51, and we'll start at 19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance, man. All right. He's the rod of his inheritance, meaning, he's, that descendant, man. He's that descendant, through that lineage, man. All right. It says the Lord of hosts is his name. Ooh, the Lord of hosts is his name. It says, they are my battle axe and the weapons of war, talking about, his elect men. All right. Israel. It says, for with thee will I break into pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy the kingdoms. So the Lord is going to use us, man, to destroy these kingdoms, man. All right. Slakia. There was one, a rod of inheritance. Yeah, but it says, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And it says, with thee will I break the pieces of the chariots and the riders, and with thee also will I break the pieces of man and woman. With thee will I break in pieces old and young. And it says, with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid, and I will break in pieces with thee the shepherd of his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. So the Lord is going to use us, man, to do damage, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to use us, to bring down these rulers, to bring down these wicked captains and this wicked kingdom, man. We're going to be destroying shit, man, left and right, bringing order into this place, man. All right. So there was something that was it inheritance? Standard inheritance. I can't remember what it was, but I was looking up some words. Let me go back here. Let's go here. I think it was is it inheritance, receiving succession, hereditary, appoint as heir, succession. Let's look this word up. Succession. The fact of. Okay, let's look up exertion. Exertion. The act of exerting, meaning vigorous action or effort. Okay, so let's see what it says here. Let's go to the word vigorous. It says strong, robust, powerful. You see? So when the Lord lifts up that standard in that time and he gives us, the spiritual authority, he's gonna give us, he's gonna allow us to be, strong, powerful, let's look up this word robust. Of persons having indicating great strength. You see? Great strength. The Lord is going to give us that great strength in that time, man, when he gives us these spiritual powers, man. You see right here, it says rough, violent. You see? So, in that day, Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to give us, these spiritual powers, man. He's going to lift up that standard, man. And that standard being, allowing us to be vigorous, man, to be strong, robust, powerful, giving us, allowing us to be violent in that day, giving us that spiritual authority, man, when these times come, man. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited about the times that we're in, man, excited, that the Lord is going to give us men, Yahweh Ratazah, that we're part of that number, these spiritual powers, man. All right. So, with that being said, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. All right. And double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS, the Great Millstone, for teaching us his truth and who rule well. And until the next lesson, Shalom, Shalom.